This is Ben Shalom and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so as many of you will know, each and every month I will do the ranking videos throughout the heavyweight division, Ring Magazine, WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, as and when they make the changes. Videos will follow suit. And of course, I will go through them, point out all the changes, see what's happened, see what fights have happened as well, what's coming up, what the changes are, and of course, give you my overall opinion. Now, quite a few of you asked me what my list is. So that's what I'm going to do this video for. Now, what I don't want you to do is agree with me. Listen, you're not going to agree with me anyway. Everybody has their own thoughts as to who should be what, where, and when. A lot of it is biased, let's be honest, and whatever else. So I want to give you a top 25, my top 25. And as I said, I want you to disagree with it, because going forward, I'm going to do one of these every month based on this particular ranking. So drop your comments below where you disagree with me. Don't just say, no, I don't think number 8 should be there or number 12 should be there. Tell me why they shouldn't be there and who should be there. And then I will take note of what you say in the comment section. And in a couple of days' time, I'll bring out a new video for yours, mine, however, top 25. And each and every month, I shall make the changes as and when fights happen and all that kind of good stuff. So basically, we can have our own list is what's going to happen. Does that make sense? Okay, so as I said, this is not for you to agree with me at all. It's pretty much just to tease you into dropping your comments below, because I want to know what yours is. So I want to get an overall average, and each and every month we're going to put out new ones. Anyway, so I'm going to give you my top 25, and I'm going to start off at number 25. So I'm actually going to go backwards all the way to the top, and it's going to irritate a few people. What can you do? And of course, we're going to have a bit of a chat about it as well. Anyway, so number 25, Dempsey McKean. Number 24, F.A. Jagba. Number 23, Zili Zhang. Number 22, Kubrat Pulev. Number 21, Derek Chisora. Number 20, Zan Kostabuski. Number 19, Martin Bacoli. Number 18, Jermaine Franklin. Number 17, Frank Sanchez. Number 16, Otto Wallin. Number 15, Jared Anderson. Number 14, Fabio Wardley. Number 13, Michael Hunter. Number 12, Daniel Dubois. Number 11, Joseph Parker. Number 10, Hughie Fury. Number 9, Arsenbek Makhmadov. Number 8, Filip Herkovich. Number 7, Deontay Wilder. Number 6, Andy Ruiz Jr. Number 5, Joe Joyce. Number 4, Dillian Whyte. Number 3, Anthony Joshua. Number 2, Tyson Fury. Number 1, Oleksandr Usyk. So that is my 25. Of course, there's going to be quite a few there. You go, what on earth have you... That's what I want you to do. I want you to react in the comment section. Now, I'll give you some reason for some of these positions and that as well. But of course, do you think that there should be other fighters that I've not mentioned that should be in the top 25 somewhere, such as maybe the Olympians from a couple of years ago? Fraser Clark, Richard Torres Jr., Bakhtir Jalilov. Any of those three should be in the top 25 yet? What about some other prospects like Justice Huni, David Adelaide, Moses Atuma? What about Lenier Perro? Other prospects like Jamie TKV, Steve Robinson, Dave Allen, Franklin Ignatius, Johnny Fisher, and so forth and so on. What about some other ones as well that have been around for a while, such as Luis Ortiz, Adam Kalnacki, Charles Martin, Big Baby Jarrell Miller, Dominic Brazil? What about Ali Demirizian, Murat Gassiev, Tony Yoka, Ajit Kabiel, Ivan Daichko? You name them, okay? So let me know if there's a fighter that you think should be in the top 25 somewhere and whereabouts they should be. Now, for me, I look at the rankings, and I think most of you would agree as well, it's based on what you've done as well. Of course, recent form and everything, of course, is important. Of course it is. But what is your resume like? Have you been in there with other fighters? Do you avoid a lot of fighters? Do you not? Do you take the challenges, even though you may lose sometimes? For me, and I think for a lot of you, that's what counts. Okay, this is why I've done this list. And yes, some of it may well be biased, for sure. And, okay, let's point out a couple of names here. Number 10, Hughie Fury. Why would I put number 10, Hughie Fury there? He's a former British heavyweight champion. Okay, he's never been world champion. He has challenged for the world heavyweight title once before for the WBO against Joseph Parker. He lost that fight. A lot of you feel he won that fight. He's come up short against a Alexander Povetkin and a Kubrat Pulev. But what I know about Hughie Fury, today's Hughie Fury, and you're going to see it, you're going to be shocked. When Hughie Fury comes back, you're going to be shocked at not only how he looks, but how he fights. There are some things that I know. Okay, so that's why I put him there for now. But if you disagree, okay, let me know that you disagree. Whereabouts would you put him? Okay. Some people may say, I've got Dillian Whyte a little bit too high. Is that a bit biased? Maybe. But again, you have to look at his resume as well. He has beaten the likes of Joseph Parker. He's been in there and defeated Derek Chisora twice. Oscar Rivas, Robert Helenius, who Wilder hasn't long ago just fought. He's been in there with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. That's why I put him there. Does that mean that number 4 Dillian Whyte beats number 5 Joe Joyce? No, but I'd like to see the fight. Wouldn't you? We could look at, say, number 15, Jared Anderson. He's a prospect. Okay. But who's he beat? Okay. Now, I think that his win over George Arias this past weekend was a very good win. And how he looked, you can see that he's ready for some of these other guys. I would like to see him take on somebody in his top 25. I don't want to be seeing him fight people who may have very good records, but they're not really in the mainstream yet. I want to see him fight somebody in the mainstream. There are plenty of fighters out there, including in his own stable of Top Rank, that he could fight. Like Ajit Kabiot, I believe he's still part of Top Rank. Arsenbek Makhmadov, he's co-promoted by Top Rank and Eye of the Tiger, I believe. F.A. Jagba is a Top Rank fighter. Maybe do across the street with a Frank Sanchez. Let's see how he gets on. You may say number 12, Dan Dubois, is a little too high considering what happened with the fact that, okay, he lost to Joe Joyce and what happened with Kevin Lorena. That's a fair point. So where would you put him? Otto Wallin, should he be in the top 15 rather than number 16 position? Some of you rate him quite high because of the Tyson Fury situation. Is that your bias, or do you genuinely think that he's a top contender? Number 23, Zhilei Zhang. You may say, well, he's all the way down there in 23, but he beat number 8, Filip Herkovich. How can it be so far apart? And for me personally, I said it before, Filip Herkovich went to Saudi Arabia. Ridiculously time zone, considering that he's been training in America. He got there too late. So for me, he was jet lagged. You could see he was jet lagged. You could see the way he was walking around, the fact that he was missing a lot of the interviews and things like that because he was sleeping. That wasn't the Filip Herkovich that we would expect. But there again, maybe Zhilei Zhang, if he puts in a good account of himself against Joe Joyce this weekend, maybe we need to be bumping him up a bit. If he gets absolutely motorboated, then what do we do? Do you disagree with Oleksandr Usyk being number 1, considering he hasn't been in the heavyweight division too long? For me, Tyson Fury ducked him. There's a reason for that. Because he weren't confident. That's why he was coming out with like silly splits and things like that, and why he refused a rematch in case he lost. Because he wasn't confident he was going to win the first fight. That's for me. But again, I think Oleksandr Usyk defeating Anthony Joshua twice back-to-back is better than what Tyson Fury has done. Outside of Vladimir Klitschko, maybe. I do. I don't rate Deontay Wilder that high. Again, I've got him at number 7, Deontay Wilder. And I think I was being a little bit generous there, considering he hasn't beaten anybody. He hasn't. But there again, a lot of you may say, well, if you put him in there with Joe Joyce, he'd remove his jaw, or Dillian Whyte, or a Joshua. What is it that you honestly feel? Let's try and leave some bias out of it. Yes, I have some bias in mind, but hey, I'm entitled to it. It's my channel. But anyway, what's your overall thoughts on this top 25? Don't just say to me, he shouldn't be there. Okay, why shouldn't he be there? Give me some reason for it. And then going forward, this list is going to be your list going forward. As and when someone fights, we'll make the changes and a video will follow. Once a month, of course. But of course, we have to keep note, or I will be keeping note of who's fought and what, where and when, and how did they look in that fight as well. It's not just about the win. But anyway, that's my top 25. Do you think somebody else should be in there? Do you totally disagree with it? Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.